okay, yeah, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, thinking on my brain, I got thinking on my brain. Whoa.
Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and white, officially weighing 142 pounds, professional record 52 fights, 47 victories including 35 knockouts with 3 defeats and 2 even. Ladies and gentlemen, the former flyweight world champion, former junior featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion and current lightweight champion of the world from General Santos City, the fighting pride of the Philippines and #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing burgundy and gray, official weight 145 pounds. Since capturing Olympic gold, his professional record stands at 44 fights, 39 victories including 30 knockouts with 5 defeats and 10 world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former 2-time welterweight, former 2-time junior middleweight, and former middleweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy from East LA, Oscar De La
Hoya. Seen some big fights over here, but the atmosphere for this one takes some topping.
Yeah, it does. I think it's because the opponent tonight has such a massive support as well.
Oscar, Manny, you both received your instructions in your dressing room. Okay, look, if he goes right here, it's okay. Anything below that's low. Right here is okay, anything below that's low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
Referee Tony Weeks handled that great contest between the late Diego Corrales and Jose Luis Castillo, one of the most memorable seen in recent times. De La Hoya's size, strength, reach and skills, Pacquiao's speed, ferocity, explosiveness, and the fact that he is the fighter at his peak, the current pound-for-pound.
Pacquiao boxes normal fight, or will he feel he has to change to face a bigger man? 3 weight divisions above him, where he's been boxing, or 2 recently. If he's the one who changes his style, that could be a weakness.
De La Hoya will want to establish his jab. He was saying that he's looking to maybe throw 40 of them around. But a lot of things were said in the build-up to this fight, and I think we've had a lot of smoke screens about the weight as well. Let's just watch and see what happens now.
When he should be trying to find a better rhythm, and he's what? Good start from Pacquiao here. He's looking sharp.
And his hand speed troubling De La Hoya. De La Hoya looked very tense, I thought, before the fight, and Pacquiao super relaxed, almost like Evander Holyfield did that night when he shocked Mike Tyson for the first time.
I think De La Hoya has realised he's going to have trouble pinning Pacquiao down. I think he thought he was a lot easier to catch than this. Throws quick punches, but he moves around quickly too.
He does have a very good record too against fighters with Mexican blood, having stopped Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales twice. But that, of course, was at lower weights. Hand speed again. Pacquiao with his southpaw jab. Is there a bit of blood around on De La Hoya's face?
I'm just thinking De La Hoya's fought very few southpaws, and already the feet have been tripping over each other and knocked De La Hoya out of his rhythm. I wonder if the southpaw stance will be something that Oscar never solves out tonight.
Now he starts to let go, and Pacquiao had to take that left hook there around the temple for the first time. Looked a bit troubled by it, but he's okay. That was better from De La Hoya. Now he's got that jab going. Pacquiao certainly stole the early scenes. great left hand. But De La Hoya looking sharper as the round's gone on.
Yeah, but I think Pacquiao's the one who's actually landed the more punches in the opening round. De La Hoya may have landed the stronger ones, but I think the volume. There he goes again, that left hand lead working a treat.
Troubled by the southpaw style and speed, De La Hoya. It's a decent opening round, plenty happening. I think Pacquiao.
I thought the left hand worked a treat straight through De La Hoya's guard. De La Hoya a little bit too intent.
But they are, and it's quite an event here. Good, fast left hand from Pacquiao, but back comes De La Hoya with his right hand, and then a left too.
I think De La Hoya's trying to bully Pacquiao. He's not putting enough thought into what he's doing. He just thinks he's bigger and he's trying to walk through as if he doesn't have a real plan on what he wants to do. Just wants to be the bigger man and bully him. It's not working quite yet.
But will the weight of these punches begin to tell on Pacquiao as the fight goes on, if De La Hoya can land enough?
Well, Pacquiao's boxing very fluid, whereas De La Hoya's looking that little bit tense, winding up the punches, maybe telegraphing what's on his mind. Pacquiao moving around very quickly, very loose.
Pacquiao has refined his skills. He was pretty much a ferocious slugger when we first clapped eyes on him, but he's a lot more thoughtful an operator now. That's how he's won world titles at 4 different weights. In fact, these two between them have had 40 world championship fights.
Well, De La Hoya cannot pin him down. He can't back him to the ropes. Pacquiao he's not holding the centre of the ring, but he's not really been backed up. He's always given himself space to move. De La Hoya missing again.
Again, the fast left hand, troubling De La Hoya. Not much head movement from him, and there it is again, rat-a-tat-tat. De La Hoya is having success with countering right hands.
I think De La Hoya is too intent on trying to hurt Pacquiao, trying to use the natural strength and power. There's not enough thought in his boxing. This is beautiful stuff from Pacquiao.
Speed is beating size at the moment early, and he looked for a big, ferocious uppercut. Pacquiao there, and there's that fast left again, and he can't get out of the way of that, you know, Oscar De La Hoya.
Not a good start. There's no rhythm whatsoever in De La Hoya's work. Pacquiao has never stayed in the same spot for a second. De La Hoya can't pin him down, can't catch him with solid punches.
That's better from De La Hoya. He gets his jab going. But that left of Pacquiao is coming in at lightning quick. And De La Hoya has kept on shipping the punch.
Well, this is another round that I've much preferred what Pacquiao's been doing. Right left hand again, working a treat.
The Filipino is dominating things really so far. He's getting the better of the argument. His tactics working well, never allowing De La Hoya to corner him by the ropes and pummel away. Can De La Hoya find some answers? If he can't, he might be in trouble here. In many ways, this for him. He's got to do something to slow down the little jack in the box in front of him.
See, Pacquiao's smart. He's not winding up punches. He's not trying to hurt De La Hoya. He's just trying to hit and run and not take anything in return. The tactics really have been spot on. They've shocked me, and I think they've shocked Oscar De La Hoya too.
De La Hoya is looking, you feel, for big power shots to make his natural weight advantage count. But all the time, Pacquiao's throwing out the southpaw jab, whipping in left hands, and maybe just nicking the rounds doing it.
I mean, you can see exactly what's on Oscar De La Hoya's mind. He's just trying to get the power shots going. He should get his boxing together. He has an excellent left hand, but it's as though he's winding up the right hand all the while.
It's a bit more of a technical fight than maybe some people might have imagined early on.
Well, I think that's down to the fact that Pacquiao has turned boxer, surprisingly.
Well, I spoke to Freddie Roach's trainer the other day. He almost accepted that Pacquiao wouldn't be able to knock out a bigger man like De La Hoya. So they're going about the job of winning the fight on points if they have to. There's a right hand from De La Hoya. don't underestimate De La Hoya's skills and his boxing brain. He'll be working things out in there and trying to come up with some answers. Whether he does is another matter.
Still can't pin him down. Still just being a little bit predictable in what he's doing. De La Hoya hasn't shown anything that Pacquiao can't cope with. That was better, a little feint before he threw the punch there, De La Hoya. More thought is required in what he's doing. It's not all about power and strength.
There is the question too of how strong De La Hoya is at this weight. He hasn't made welterweight for 7.5 years since he fought Arturo Gatti in 2001.
Really struggling with Pacquiao's speed. Head too stationary and too obvious what he has in his mind.
Well, that's what Roach said, didn't he? Size isn't going to win this fight, speed isn't at the moment, and it is still early. Pacquiao's speed is the decisive factor.
See, Pacquiao is the one who is relaxed, so he's reacting to situations, whereas De La Hoya is tense, set himself, and nothing is flowing for him. That was a closer round, but once again, I like Pacquiao.
Just did that bit more, didn't he?
But it gets. I mean, there again, the punches that counted and the punches you remember again coming from Pacquiao. But he's working really hard, using up a lot of steam to keep himself in front here.
Quick comment from Ricky Hatton. What are you making it?
Fantastic, and I thought Oscar De La Hoya looked fantastic. It's a Manny Pacquiao, fantastic start for him.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. Back to round 4. Good right hand again from Pacquiao there on the counter.
I think he took the better one from Oscar De La Hoya. A beautiful leading right hand as a cut. Oscar finding the target now, but Pacquiao taking the shots and coming back.
Classy so far, Pacquiao. De La Hoya just looks frustrated and tense in there, not himself at all. But remember, he is 35 now, and some say these are the twilight times.
He cannot get Pacquiao to the ropes, which is what he's trying to do. That's his first mission, but he can't seem to do it. This is a better round for De La Hoya. Pacquiao was breathing very heavily at the end of the previous round. He's done a lot of work here. He's worked at a pace. This is a fight that I always felt it was a fight that would get harder for Pacquiao as it went along, but what an excellent start he's made.
Certainly may have put the first 3 rounds in the bank, Pacquiao, but maybe late on, the cumulative effect of fighting the bigger man will count again. Dazzling combination from Pacquiao. Good right hand. He's landed with a few of those heavy-looking right hands in this round, De La Hoya.
Yeah, but not without payback. Pacquiao taking the power shots and still coming back.
Pacquiao trying to defy boxing logic, and you feel growing in confidence. He looks so loose and confident in there, doesn't he?
That's been the difference from the first bell. De La Hoya, he's tense. You can see exactly what's on his mind. All he's thinking about is power shots, and he's been outworked. This is a little bit better from him, but certainly not vintage Oscar De La Hoya.
Body punches from both men in flurries.
Pacquiao taking the initiative. This is wonderful stuff from him.
He's really turning it on. There's that little bit of blood by the bridge of the nose from early on, and De La Hoya again just cannot cope with the speed of the punches. He's in trouble in this fight at the moment, and he's starting to look a bit bemused in there.
That was a beautiful left hand from, remember it, in the Mayweather fight, De La Hoya was the one who was hurt with the head punches. It wasn't Mayweather.
A lot of people derided this contest, but it's proving fascinating. Keep the punches up. Little warning for Pacquiao there from Tony Weeks, who hasn't had to do much.
Well, this was shaping up like a De La Hoya round in the first half minute or so, but he hasn't sustained it. Again,
in Los Angeles. Here's the
nation is going to start seeing it's a good right hand lead from De La Hoya. I wonder if a little bit of desperation. See, De La Hoya's only trying single punches, and Pacquiao is dealing with them without a great deal of problem.
It's not often that anybody outskills Oscar De La Hoya, but that's what's happened here so far, as well as him being outspeeded.
De La Hoya still with single punches. He just seems a little bit reticent to let the punches flow. Started this round better, but this happened the previous round and he lost his way again.
Needs a breakthrough moment in the fight, you feel now.
He's pushing Pacquiao around now in an anti-clockwise direction, which is what you should be doing with southpaws. He hasn't always done that. And you take the rhythm out of their legs. They're still not too keen to march forward and take his opportunities.
More fast, eye-catching punches from the man who holds a version of the world lightweight title. Remember, Sugar Shane Mosley and Roberto Duran jumped straight from lightweight to welterweight with success. It's Pacquiao again.
Can't miss him.
He's making De La Hoya look an old fighter in there at the moment.
He's completely outboxing him. This is unbelievable. Shocking.
It's almost been embarrassing for De La Hoya so far, this. This is not what he had in mind at all.
Still hasn't the confidence to let the punches flow. Still looking for single shots. And look what Pacquiao's coming back with.
And even if he is the lighter man, these punches will start to have their effect because they're bumping home. And look at Pacquiao growing in confidence here. He's really starting to explode them. Big round for Filipino.
He's not even allowing De La Hoya to do anything. He's one step ahead, one move ahead, just too sharp all the way around.
What a turn up for the book. Could it change? Looks for a big right to the body. Needs to do something to dent the ring of confidence. That's better from De La Hoya, but look at Pacquiao. There's his little message. Not troubled, he says.
Well, this is not the fight I had pictured in advance, and it won't be the one that Oscar De La Hoya had. Still looking for one big single shot to turn things around. No rhythm, not using really his techniques.
A tale of the unexpected unfolding here so far. Oh, Pacquiao again.
I have to ask the question, has he made some serious miscalculations for the way he's treated the weight for this fight?
Guaranteed. Bet on the fact that De La Hoya's on a lot more than that.
Well, just reminding myself again that De La Hoya, really long time since he's faced a southpaw, didn't like it when he did face a southpaw, and he just can't seem to come to grips with Pacquiao's stance or his speed.
He's got to start finding some answers pretty soon, or this thing will start really draining away from him. He may not have won a round so far. In fact, I don't think he has.
Pacquiao is now commanding the centre of the ring, which is the last thing De La Hoya should be surrendering. He has to push this fella back, get up to the ropes and let some punches flow, but he can't. He doesn't seem capable of doing it.
More body punches, and they do think that De La Hoya might be weak to the body. Remember, Bernard Hopkins stopped him for the only time with a body punch. That was at middleweight. De La Hoya spits back a bit of defiance, but they're just cameos from the Golden Boy at the moment, nothing more.
Pacquiao actually looking in charge now. He has claimed the centre of the ring, doing to De La Hoya what he should be doing to Pacquiao.
It's a tremendous performance, this, by Pacquiao. Quick, great strategy, and outboxing a man who has lit up the scene, really, for the last 16 years.
I mean, Pacquiao is so relaxed, he's not setting himself, he's not looking for power shots. But if Oscar De La Hoya slows down any more than he has done, I think we'll see Pacquiao stepping in with the bombs. Beautiful shot.
Too quick again. Speed kills, they say, in boxing, and that at the moment is overruling that other old cliche that size matters.
You talk about how we'd handled the weight over 12 rounds. When things are going so well for you, you're on a high, you feel as though you could go on all night long, and that's how Pacquiao looks, so comfortable, so relaxed, and so on top.
De La Hoya looks a shell of his old self. He's almost growing old before our eyes in there at the moment.
There's a little feint from Pacquiao, always mobile, he's never still for a split second, always here, there, everywhere. De La Hoya can't put him down, beautiful shots again.
Oh, so sharp, Manny Pacquiao.
No reactions whatsoever. He just can't get out of the way of that left cross. As we watch the replay here, left cross bang right round the pipe again. He just can't get out of the way.
We thought might boss the fight. Too big, they said. Got him with the right hand there. But it's getting to the point where De La Hoya is going to have to stop Pacquiao. Such is the points deficit that's accruing.
I have to say again, Ian, he is so poor, the weight has to have something to do with it. This would have shown up in training if he was as poor as this. Coming in at 10 stone 5 and only putting 2 pounds on to rehydrate the body. He has done something to his body. Physically, it's not right. His recent performances have been good. They've been very good, or at least they've been decent. This really is poor stuff from him. If he had been as bad as this would have shown up in the training camp, and I'm sure it hasn't.
What did they do to get back down to 10.5 stone? Whatever it was, it looks to have left De La Hoya leaden and a little weak at the weight and totally outspeeded.
He can't even get close to Pacquiao. At times he looks like a novice. He just doesn't know how to make the first move to get past that southpaw jab.
This is sad to see, really, now. It's just a shell of the golden boy, and he's taking a bit of a beating in there at the moment, and I just wonder if it might even get to a point where they think of throwing in the towel, because Pacquiao is giving him a lesson here. Speed, combinations, head and body. De La Hoya's been hurt to the body in this fight as well. And he has to take another one. He looked a bit shaky there, De La Hoya. He could even be stopped, you know. I wonder if they might even pull him out.
He's throwing nothing back. It looks as though he has got nothing left. I said if he slowed down any more, Pacquiao would move in with the power punches. That's what he's doing now. Stoppages on the card here. And
his left eye's closing up as well, De La Hoya, to add to the many, many other problems. There are 50 seconds or so left in this round. Pacquiao's playing with him.
De La Hoya has nothing left. Absolutely nothing left.
Tony Weeks, the referee, is looking closely here at Oscar De La Hoya, and he looked unsteady on his legs. He's just run out of ideas completely, doesn't know what to do. Pacquiao pummels him again, heavy shots. Tony Weeks is looking on very, very closely. De La Hoya's eye, his left eye has almost shut completely.
Ian, I think his corner will pull him out. If he gets to the end of this round, he has nothing left, absolutely nothing left, and Pacquiao,
look at this,
is punishing. Imagine, where did he find that?
2 uppercuts there, almost out of instinct and pride. Dredged them up from somewhere in the deepest of crises. Pacquiao didn't think he could stop De La Hoya.
I mean, Oscar was taking a beating in that round. Everything that Pacquiao threw at him landed clean. De La Hoya, one way or the other, unless he produces a miracle.
And if it is, have a glorious career here.
Well, I said that a couple of rounds ago, Ian, and that's how it's looking.
Because it's just looking like a bridge too far. I guess it comes to all the fighters in the end. He's never ever been able to corner Pacquiao. Pacquiao's been like a little wasp around him, throwing in these stinging shots all night long.
Would you have thought that Pacquiao was going to outsmart him and outbox him? I mean, one of the worry was that the Pacquiao was a little bit too easy to hit, and that's the reason that he couldn't give away all this weight. But De La Hoya can't find him most of the time.
Well, I dismissed it as promotional hype when Bob Arum, Pacquiao's promoter, said it was going to be easy, but it has been so far. Just keeps on throwing the punches, and De La Hoya can't get off first. He can't even ask a question.
Because the timing's not there in De La Hoya's punches, they can't hurt Pacquiao. There's no power in the shots if the timing is off. And and De La Hoya's timing is a mile off, and there's definitely something missing in the body. Stuff's not there.
It's sad, isn't it, Jim, really, to watch? Body shots, badly marked up around the face, as he was against Steve Forbes a bit even in his last contest in May. Looks dead at the weight as well.
But I don't want to take anything away from Manny Pacquiao. I don't want to make excuses for Oscar De La Hoya. He must have shown well in training, or they wouldn't have taken the fight. So full credit to Pacquiao. But what he's done, keeping his weight low, must have contributed to such a poor performance from him.
And all this taking place amid a seething atmosphere here at the MGM. I think people can't quite believe what they're watching, but it's real enough. This is starting to remind me of that horrible fight with Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes back in 1980, and Ali took a systematic beating before being pulled out the fight towards the end of his career.
De La Hoya has hardly managed a worthwhile punch in this round. What is the point sending him back out for more of this? He has his own boss, so maybe he won't quit. That was better. Where's he finding that?
Pacquiao smacked his gloves together there as De La Hoya launched that assault. Pacquiao, ferocious combination, big left hand, body shots. De La Hoya ducks and dives and swings and gets through another round somehow. But this does look totally beyond recall.
You have a headache?
There's nothing in the tank.
Oscar, you have a headache? Are you dizzy? Huh? You have a headache?
Okay, listen. No. Listen. If you keep taking punches, I'm stopping the fight. Okay?
Where there are concerns in that corner, the doctor's asking if he's got a headache. They're concerned about the number of head punches that are raining in, and they're saying that if he carries on taking, they're going to pull him out of the fight. I think that's sensible.
Yeah, I think one of his problems tonight is he's the boss man in Golden Boy. If someone else is making the decisions, I think they would have him out of there, because this is a lost cause.
Should they pull him out, Ricky Hatton?
I think they should have pulled him out 2 rounds ago. I mean, he's not going to win this fight, and he hasn't done.
It's over, he's pulled out.
It's all over. They have pulled him out. Oscar De La Hoya, surely the end of a glittering career, and a famous win for Manny Pacquiao, who was quite brilliant tonight. Totally outspeeded and outboxed a faded, dead at the weight De La Hoya. But it's a wonderful, wonderful win for the Filipino.
Well, even beforehand, because of the weight issue, we thought if someone got wiped out, it would be Manny Pacquiao, but it was quite the opposite. Every round in my card, from start to finish, the tactics were perfect, did not allow De La Hoya into the fight. De La Hoya looks slow, tentative from the off, never comes up into it. Wonderful performance, wonderful achievement from Manny Pacquiao.
Who will milk this, and he deserves to. He's some fighter, isn't he? He's moved up from being a 9 stone 4 fighter back in March to winning here at 10.5 stone. And De La Hoya aged before our eyes tonight. He took too many, and really what happened there should be the last reminder to call it a day.
Yeah, and I'm sure he will do that. Pity his career will go out in a performance like this, but he should. Well, it's not my place, but I'll be surprised if he boxes again. But Manny Pacquiao did everything at the right time. He was elusive in the early rounds, and then as his confidence built, he started stepping in with the punches. Then in the later stages, he knew he had the power to hurt De La Hoya. De La Hoya had nothing left, and they put the clinchers on. A wise decision, but they could have pulled him out earlier.
And poor old Ricky's probably seen his big money fight with Oscar De La Hoya go out the window.
Well, not really. I mean, I said that, I mean, pound for pound, he proved it again that he's the number one in the sport. And I still might get my dream of becoming the best pound for pound fighter in the world. I mean, but
you're against Pacquiao, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I must admit, we're probably looking at a modern-day phenomenon, really, Manny Pacquiao. He won his first world title at flyweight. To do that to Oscar De La Hoya, phenomenal is a word that is used probably too often in boxing for no real meaning. But I mean, that was just outstanding. Modern-day great, I would say.
A don't think anybody's arguing, Ricky. That's what he is. It is amazing what Pacquiao's done, climbing up from flyweight to now conquer at welterweight. Not that there was a world title on the line tonight, but it was as good as. And here's how it was stopped. The doctor, in fact, said, yeah, that's enough. I think that's
Shame
a good
to say,
decision.
but good decision.
Yeah, no question. He had absolutely nothing left. He was being pounded, he was taking a beating, and you don't really want to see him going out on the floor.